Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet? What is the story, Internet? Hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. Hope you're ready for a shorter video compared to the, the marathon video that I released earlier. This is just going to be a preview of the midweek matches. There's not a lot going on this week because there's no league midweek matches, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing to be excited about, because we have Champions League, we have Europa League. So starting with the Champions League, tomorrow, first match is Manchester City versus Paris Saint-Germain. The second leg, the aggregate score at the moment is Manchester City 2, Paris Saint-Germain 1. So Manchester City do have the 2 away goals, so that's very, very important. So PSG have their work cut out for them. Especially because in the first match they did get Idrissa Gana Gueye sent off. So they have to deal without him as well. So that'll be a big loss for them. He's been such an integral part of the team, and he did so well in the last leg against Bayern Munich. And then moving on to the other semi-final, we have Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Very evenly poised at 1-1. It does mean that Chelsea have an away goal, so that's very important. I think it's not going to be the most exciting of matches because both teams sort of cancel each other out. Chelsea have that sort of efficient German sort of, not necessarily sit back, but they do soak up pressure. Whereas Real Madrid have that sort of free-flowing, I'm going to call it Zidane football, but it's sort of the French national team from 2006, where it's a lot of passing, a lot of moving. So it's sort of, what's the saying? An unstoppable force versus an immovable object, a la Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. So it'll be interesting to see. I think it should be 2 very interesting matches. I think the City PSG one is going to be the highest scoring. I can see that being like a 4-3 or something crazy like that. Chelsea Real Madrid, I think it's going to be nicked 1-0, maybe a 2-2 and goes to penalties, something like that. So moving over to the Europa League, starting with Arsenal versus Villarreal. Villarreal currently lead 2-1 on aggregate, but Arsenal did get that all-important away goal. In the first leg, Dani Ceballos and Etienne Capoue were both sent off, so there'll be big misses for both of these teams. So it'll be interesting to see. Arsenal did win over the weekend, so they'll be up for it. Let's see how Villarreal did over the weekend. They also won against Getafe, so both teams will be feeling pretty confident. I think it's probably going to be the same, but the reverse, 2-1, and then I think it's going to go to penalties, personally. And then moving over to the other one, it is Roma versus Manchester United. Manchester United did come back from being 2-1 down at half-time to win 6-2 last time out. So, however, Roma did get those 2 all-important away goals. So Manchester United have to be careful that they don't have a similar result to what happened to Barcelona in the Champions League a few years ago, where Barcelona were leading 4-0 after the first leg, and then Roma came back to beat them. So you have to be very careful for that not to happen. It'll be interesting to see, because Manchester United obviously didn't play this weekend because of the whole protests. So it'll be interesting to see if that rest helps or hinders Manchester United. It could help because of the travel, so it'll make the travelling a lot easier. Also, Roma lost over the weekend to Sampdoria, so they are not in a good state of mind at the moment. So if Manchester United can capitalise on that and maybe do what they did to Real Sociedad and just shut up shop and soak up the pressure and leave it at 6-2, maybe if Roma score a goal and nothing more, and just sort of coast into the final. But I use that word very carefully, because there's no such thing as a match to coast, and you can't just sit back and soak up pressure and expect them not to score. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I am going to predict that in the Champions League, it is going to be... I'm going to predict a PSG comeback. I think it's going to be PSG versus Real Madrid in the final. And for the Europa League, I'm going to predict Manchester United versus Villarreal. It's not going to make a lot of Arsenal fans happy, but I just think Villarreal have been playing quite well, and I think that it would be the perfect revenge for Unai Emery to pull one over on them. So good evening to the Arsenal fans, but I think he might just sneak it. So we'll have to see. So, but yeah, that is all from me for today. I will be back with you on Thursday for preview of the weekend's matches, review of the midweek matches. So until then, I hope you're all staying safe, keeping out of trouble. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And until Thursday, ta-ra for now.